When Henry VIII died, he left behind more than a divided kingdom. He left behind 3 children who would each wear the crown. First came Edward, then Mary. But it was his daughter Elizabeth who would rise from the shadows, survive betrayal, and become one of the most legendary rulers in history. This is the story of Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. Elizabeth was born in 1533, daughter of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. From the very start, her life was wrapped in danger. Her mother was executed when Elizabeth was just 2 years old. For years, she lived in uncertainty, sometimes honored as a princess, other times dismissed as illegitimate. When Henry died in 1547, the crown first went to her half-brother, Edward VI. He was only 9 years old, a boy king, fragile and sickly. While Edward reigned, powerful men fought for influence. Elizabeth learned an important lesson. Survival meant being clever, careful, and cautious. But Edward's reign didn't last. At just 15, he died. The throne then passed to her older sister, Mary. Mary Tudor, later known as Bloody Mary, was a fierce Catholic. She wanted to undo her father's break with Rome. To her, Elizabeth, a Protestant and the daughter of Anne Boleyn, was a threat.
Now,
Plots swirled. Some Protestants called Elizabeth the rightful heir. Suspicion grew. Mary had her arrested and thrown into the Tower of London, the same place where Elizabeth's mother had been executed. Imagine being 21 years old, locked behind stone walls, unsure if each sunrise would be your last. Elizabeth later said she scratched a prayer on the window. Much suspected by me, nothing proved can be. In the end, Mary spared her sister. But the message was clear.
God save Queen Elizabeth.
Elizabeth's life would never be safe until she wore the crown herself. In 1558, Mary died childless. At 25, Elizabeth became queen. The people cheered. They hoped she would bring stability to a kingdom torn apart by years of chaos. But the challenges were immense.
The Queen must not know of this alliance.
Agreed. Her wrath is a force to be reckoned with.
She inherited empty coffers, rivals abroad, and nobles at home, who doubted if a woman could truly rule. Elizabeth had to prove them all wrong. From the day she was crowned, one question followed her. Who would she marry? Kings, princes, dukes, suitors came from across Europe. Marriage meant alliances, but also enemies.
Indeed.
Elizabeth played the game with brilliance. She negotiated, she delayed, she charmed. But she never gave away her independence. She declared herself wedded to England itself, earning the title the Virgin Queen. This wasn't just a symbol. By refusing marriage, Elizabeth kept foreign powers guessing and her own nobles under control. Her unmarried status became her most powerful political weapon.
I stand before you not as a woman, but as a queen, independent and unwavering.
But Elizabeth's reign was never free of danger. Her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots, claimed she was the rightful heir to England. To many Catholics, Mary was the true queen. Mary fled to England seeking protection, but instead became Elizabeth's prisoner for nearly 20 years. Eventually, letters linked Mary to assassination plots. Reluctantly, Elizabeth signed her cousin's death warrant. It haunted her, but it also secured her throne. Elizabeth's greatest test came in 1588. Spain's King Philip II sent the mighty Spanish Armada, over 130 ships, to invade England. It was David versus Goliath on the seas. Storms, clever English tactics, and luck destroyed the Armada. Elizabeth herself rode out to inspire her troops. "I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king." England stood victorious.
I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king.
Elizabeth ruled for 45 years. Her reign brought Shakespeare, exploration, and the rise of England as a global power. She never married. She never surrendered her independence. When she died in 1603, the Tudor dynasty ended, but her legend had only just begun. In our final episode, we'll step inside Elizabeth's golden age, the culture, the drama, and the legacy that shaped the world. Don't miss episode 3. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Tudors. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and most of all, keep history alive.